demonstration table? Hands off, except for Mrs. Lill is going to do some drawing, so I'll need to have my hands on the table. Okay, today we're going to come right here over my shoulder, you can see. Okay, today we're going to be learning about contour line drawing. Okay, have you heard of that before? Thumbs up if you've heard that term before, contour line drawing. Maybe? Oh, good. So today you're going to learn about it. So contour line drawing is it's an exercise for your brain, okay? It's a way of drawing where you're using a continuous line and you're outlining. You can see on the handout, the objects are outlined, right? There's no shading in this. You just use the line to draw the shapes that you see. And the really important thing to concentrate on is that you're seeing the object, or you're seeing the shadow, or you're seeing those highlights. You're not drawing what you know. And what do I mean by that? Is there's a lot of things in life that we know when you see like this. What's that?
A person.
Yeah, what kind of person?
Girl.
A girl, right? So if you were like going to the bathroom, you would know which door to choose, right? Boys, girls, right? We know that, but does anybody really look like this? No. Yeah, no, nobody looks like stick people, right? So sometimes when you get to drawing, you start drawing, I know what an eye looks like. I think it looks like this. There's a circle. But what we're going to be practicing is really looking at our objects and seeing what is there, not guessing what the symbol for that object might be. Does that make sense? If I drew scissors, I might be like, okay, here. Okay, you might see it and understand that's scissors, but does it look like scissors that I'm looking at on the table? No. Okay, so today, I want to go over this with you first. So who are my readers? Okay. Rio, you can read the first thing to remember. Oh wait, I mentioned that it is good for your brain. When we're doing the exercise, it is really going to feel funny. It's actually practicing looking in a different way and using your eyes in a different way. So it stimulates your brain in a different way. And the consequence of that is your drawing will be more accurate. You're going to be like, wow, that really looks just like the pencil or the hand that I'm drawing. Pretty close, okay? So Rio, will you read the first thing to remember on our bullet points?
One continuous line, never pick up your pen.
Okay. Today, for our exercise, I'm going to ask that you do not pick up your pen. So when you're drawing, you're going to continuously draw what you're seeing, okay, without, I'm not picking up my pencil the whole time, okay? So that's one rule. Number two, who else wanted to read?
Outline every value, detail, and sensitivity.
Never shade. So outline every value, do you know what that means? I mentioned before, if you see a shadow, a dark area, you're going to look at the shape that that shadow makes. We're not going to be shading, coloring in with our pencil at all. You're going to see, oh, I see a shadow that looks kind of like a triangle or like a bird flying, okay? You're outlining the shape of the shadows, any little details that you see, and you know, a screw, or even the highlights, even the white spaces get outlined, okay? Number three, sure. Soji.
Outline move your hand with your eyes slowly.
Slowly. Do you see how that's all capital? Slowly is the name of the game. So because you can't pick up that pencil, you're going to move very, very slowly as you're looking, okay? Number four.
Draw what you see, not what you know.
I mentioned that before. So you're looking and drawing the information that you see, not what you think you should draw. Number, let's see, 5.
Look at the object more than you
Okay, so we're going to be doing our first exercise blind, so you have to look at the object more. I'll explain that in a second. Than your actual paper that you're drawing on. So you're looking at what you're drawing. If I was drawing this cup, I'd be staring at the cup and not worrying about the paper so much. Okay? And the last one? Who wants to be the last one? Sochi again?
Don't learn with mistakes.
That's really important. Okay, I'm going to show you. I did one example before. So, this is, do you know who this is?
You.
Can you tell? Yeah? I did this completely blind. And I'm going to show you how. I'll use my scissor paper. You take a piece of paper, we have paper on the tables, and you rip a little hole for your pencil to go through. You stick your pencil in there, and you're holding it. And so when I was drawing my picture, I could not see my face the whole time, okay? So that explains a little bit why it looks funny. It's a Mrs. Lill, but I look funny. So when I say don't worry about mistakes, you might draw something that looks like you might draw a monster. That's okay. We're practicing right now. This is an exercise for your mind and your eyes. But the really cool thing about both of these you see, is that sure, the eyelashes missed the eye completely because I was having to go back to an area and I can't pick up my pencil and I think I drew my eye here. But if you put this into a computer and you move those shapes around, they actually would come together pretty well. They actually would look like these eyelashes belong with that eye. So they might not be in the right place. The eye might be floating right off of the face there. But the information is pretty accurate. I got the shape of my eye. I got the iris, okay, and the eyelashes. So these were both done blind. And this one, eventually we're going to move into, you're going to get your pictures taken in the second part of our lesson today. And then you will be allowed to look at your picture. We won't do blind for the portraits, okay? And still, looks kind of funny, right? There's a lot of extra lines you're not used to seeing. I drew the shape of a shadow here. I had to go back and forth. I never picked up my pen, so I had to travel along paths that I already used to get to new areas, okay? But when we get to the portrait, we will let you pick up the pencil finally, okay? Does that make sense? So, for today, we're not gonna jump right in on faces. They're a little bit intimidating, so we're gonna practice first on objects. Like you see in the handout, we've got some things in a basket. You can choose whether you wanna choose a glue stick or a pen or scissors, some items from the art room, and we're going to practice doing it blind. So, here is my blind. I'm gonna show you really quick so you can see it live. Okay, so you tried to draw every bristle, right? You started drawing the bristles. But do you know what? You can draw the shape, the outline shape. Contour is a French word for outline. So you can go around that and not worry so much about this because this is where you start to draw what you think you knew about there's bristles and many hairs, right? But really, this is a shape with some jagged edges. Yeah? And you might pay more attention to the outline shape and any highlights or shadows that you that shows me you're going pretty quickly. This is really meant to go slowly, okay? So take your time. It's okay. I want you to see how many more lines are there, how many more strange shapes are all over that. Okay? So slow way down. Try and capture some of those things that you're seeing.
You built me from a broken heart, with bricks you made from broken parts. You fixed the pain so we could start. So now what's mine?